Welcome to Absolutely PlayStation and Steam Gamers. I'm Houston, this is Coda, and we're going to go over the Pokemon Direct that came out today. So first off, we got Pokemon Unite information. It is coming to mobile on September 22nd. It will be crossplay. You can link your accounts. And if you pre-register, you can get the Pikachu license as well as a costume for him if they reach a certain number of pre-registrations.
Ooh.
What do you think about Pokemon Unite being on mobile and crossplay with the Switch?
Makes perfect sense to me. I'm probably going to now download on BlueStacks so I can play on my PC.
Now we have it on PC!
Yeah. Also, they announced that Mamoswine and Sylveon are coming out eventually.
Yes. Yep.
I'm going to assume you start out as the little pillow swine, or swine up.
Swinub.
Yeah, and then maybe Eevee to Sylveon would be nice, but maybe they'll
that
just
would
go
be
straight.
confusing, though, because what
Yeah.
if they release other evolutions?
That's
How
true.
do you go from each one?
I kind of wish they would just release Eevee, and then you could pick your evolution path.
That could work. That could work in the end. Because just like you pick movesets, you could pick, you know what? I want to be Flareon now.
Right.
Personally, I'm a little worried playing it on my phone against somebody on a Switch. I feel like is going to have an easier time. But we'll see. I'm going to play it on the phone and try it out.
Yeah,
But
I mean, it's a casual enough MOBA that I
Yeah, it
think
is.
it'll translate pretty well.
I don't think I'll do ranked on my phone, but...
No.
All right. And then moving on from Pokemon Unite, we got Pokemon Cafe Remix. I personally haven't played Pokemon Cafe Mix yet,
I
but
forgot it was a thing.
but it is an updated version of the game. They're adding new elements to the puzzles, new Pokemon, new costumes, and it's coming out this fall.
This is one of those titles that, you know, whenever they're doing their directs and whatnot, Nintendo likes to be like, and it's out right now. I was expecting that for this.
Well, I get why it's not coming out right now because it's an update to the already one they have going on. But I'll try it out. I'll give it a go, see what it's all about. Next up, we have Pokemon Masters EX. It has been out for 2 years.
I'm old.
2 years. Like, I didn't realize that was a thing. Well, I've realized it was a thing.
Right.
Let me rephrase. I didn't realize it's been 2 years since it came out. But
So they're having an anniversary event right now
They
where
are.
you can get up to 10 sync pairs.
yes, no, 100 sync pairs.
100 sync pairs, which is most likely they're giving
10
you 10
pulls.
Yeah.
On top of that, if you log in today, 3,000 gems. Dynamaxing is coming in a story with Hop and Leon. A bunch of legendary events are coming back. Some of them, I think, have to do with the release of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl because it's Palkia and Delagia.
Right.
N is coming as well. The new story is said to be a darker story because it showed Giovanni, so that means darker automatically.
Yeah,
And-
Red's dad
Yep.
was like surrounded by a bunch of other bad guys.
That comes out September 15th. I still constantly log into Pokemon EX. I don't play hardcore, but I'll play occasionally. Up next is the controversial one right now in the Pokemon community. Pokemon Go is on its 5th anniversary.
5 years.
5 years since I became a Pokemon master.
Pokemon Go's
in real life.
controversial right now.
A lot of the changes and stuff they've been doing, people are like, what is going on? It's going much more money grubbing and some of the things they've decided to do. So I still play it from time to time.
Yeah.
Not hardcore into it. But we're getting Wooloo. I wrote down Squirrel. What's his name? Coda, save me.
Squovet?
Squovet, I think
Greedent?
something like that.
Something like that?
And Phalanx. are being added to the game through a mysterious, mystical Pokemon that they didn't name, but it's coming out of rings in the sky.
If only there was a Pokemon that did rings that they made a movie about even.
Wonder who it could be.
Some kind of hoops.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys let us know down below who you think it is. I think I'm pretty sure 90% positive it's Giratina.
I thought Victini.
Oh, Victini. It could be Victini. You're not wrong.
Also, Zacian and Zamazenta
Yes, are going to be in
coming.
5-star raids. I was
Could be
just
them.
about to say it could be them, or I don't know, Hoopla, something like that.
No,
Yeah,
that's
that
stupid.
doesn't
That's
make any
stupid.
sense.
No.
All right, now we're gonna get into the meat of the Pokemon Direct. First up, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. For those of you who don't know, it is coming out November 19th. That's been announced. That's not new, but just throwing it out there. First up, Turtwig Don't Got Ups.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird little. I mean, it was cute.
It was very cute. They showed
starters.
them jumping. If you didn't see it, it was very adorable. The Turtwig tries, and he just can't do it. So they throw him up in the air.
I like when he lands, he has a little determined face like,
Yeah.
I did it.
I did it. I got this, guys.
Me.
In case you didn't know, the starters are Piplup, Turtwig, and Chimchar.
We have videos going over them on the channel.
We have videos going over them. All right. So they showed a bunch of stuff right off the bat before they explained to it. We can put the stickers on Pokeballs to give different effects. What's new to this game that wasn't in Diamond and Pearl originally is clothing options because there's new updated sprites.
Yeah.
The Union Room is where you can trade and battle. There's going to be revamps to the contest system, the super contests, where you can do dance moves, super moves, and stuff to get points, to get
It's
style
like a rhythm
points.
game now.
Yep. The underground is back and upgraded, where it looks like you run around it a lot more. And with that, the bases are back, which also adds a new system, the Pokemon Hideaways, which are based on the statues you put in your secret base.
Right. So I don't know if they are secret bases, but I don't know if they're going to function like secret bases from before or if they're just to hold statues.
Yeah, because it just showed them holding statues.
Right.
So who knows? It'd be nice if they were, but they have. Isn't that where you could like battle and stuff? I don't fully remember.
You could battle. You could like. A popular thing back in the day was some people would have like a max level Chansey in their secret base, so you could go into their secret base and just battle that and get tons of XP over and over again.
That would be awesome if they had that.
But yeah, they just showed statues, and the statues have like a main mechanic, so it's like you pretty much have to drop your statues down.
Yeah, because with the Pokemon Hideaways, some of the Pokemon in the region can only be found in these hideaways. I don't know if Houndoom is one of the ones that can only be found there, but it's who they showed.
Yeah. They also showed Munchlax in this like snowy hideaway, which before in Diamond and Pearl, the only way you could get Munchlax was by doing the stupid honey tree. So,
so I'm guessing it's a new mechanic to add to get some of these Pokemon. They didn't say how many Pokemon were going to be in the game.
No.
So who knows if we're getting new Pokemon?
I doubt it. It's a remake.
It doesn't look like Dynamaxing or Megaforms are making a return currently. We still got 3 months for something. But we'll see, I guess. It looks like they've upgraded the textures. You said that a few times while we were watching it. It didn't look as... What's the word I'm looking for? It didn't look as scuffed. Plain. Yeah. It looks decent. I'm not a huge fan of the art style they chose. I'm going to play the crap out of it. Still, one thing that they did say, the competitive aspect is staying in Sword and Shield. It will not be in Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl. So it's It's literally just a remake for fans to have fun in. There is support for Pokemon Home, so I'm
Right, so you
guessing
could transfer your
you
teams
can
to.
transfer your teams to Sword and Shield if you want to use them in that competitive aspect. One of the new things, Pokemon can now follow you.
Yes. Why is it so hard to get Pokemon to follow you? At
Yep.
every Pokemon game, you're crossing your fingers like,
Come
are they gonna
on,
do it?
come on. Oh, we nope. Sword and Shield doesn't have. Oh, they're adding it in DLC, but it doesn't follow you in the base game, just the DLC regions. Okay, whatever.
One thing I want to mention that wasn't put here, but is good to know is that this should be the last Nintendo Direct before this game comes out. But we should
Yes.
get one more Nintendo Direct in the year, before Arceus.
Yes.
There's usually 4 a year, so
One other thing to mention of the many, a special Nintendo Switch Lite with Dalgia and Palkia are coming out on November 5th that kind of resembles the DS that came out when the games were originally released.
it's also what they did for the Sword and Shield with Zacian and Zamazenta. They
Yep.
released a Switch Lite. So I'm wondering if this is just now a thing they're going to do every time there's a main.
I'm wondering because, which surprises me, is the OLED model
Yeah.
will be out, and they chose
Yeah.
to go with the Switch Lite.
Easier accessibility would be my guess. More families are willing to buy the Switch Lite for their little kid than
Probably.
a full Switch.
You're probably right, and the Switch Lite it will be cheaper than if it was the OLED one, I guess, is
Yep.
one of the good things. Just to make you guys feel old, for those of you who played this when it originally released, they let us know it is 15 years old. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl is 15 years old.
I feel like that's what this whole broadcast was just, hey, you're old. Hey, you're
Yeah.
old. Hey, you're really old.
And I'm just like, 15 years? But here we are. The support for Pokemon Home we talked about. That's pretty much all they showed us.
Yeah.
That's interesting. They announced the characters. It's the story. It doesn't look like they changed the story, which makes me think Giratina's not going to be in it. I could be wrong. Hopefully they
Yeah.
add some of the platinum stuff to it. That way we get the what's the name of the world? The Dimension World and things like that to catch Giratina. But they didn't show anything on that, so who knows?
Yeah, like we said, it's a 15-year-old game. They showed Cynthia as the champion, but they were like, "Oh, you'll encounter her multiple times." They don't really go into detail on who she is. Then they show Team Galactic, and they show like 2 grunts, plus like the first the windmill area, the first time
Yeah.
that you fight them,
They
and
did.
they're like, they're up to something. It's like, it's 15 years old.
One
You
of them,
could show us more.
one of the battles they did show was a very spacey background.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong.
I think that's just a stylistic choice. They also only showed like Roark
Yeah,
as
one gym leader.
the first gym leader.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to just show them all so we can see
And
it, how they look in their new
I don't
style.
know how, but you mentioned this. Turtwig was getting his butt handed to him by a Geodude.
Right. It was in the he had like 20 health left. It's like,
I'm gonna say they went in without healing. It's the
Yeah.
only way. All right.
to be fair, I wouldn't heal either because it's a Turtwig against a Geodude.
But that was the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl they stuffed. Again, that comes out November 19th. We are 3 months away. So
Can pre-order now.
pre-order. Oh, yes. You can pretty much, pre-order now. It said at the end of the Direct, you can now pre-order on the eShop. So when you guys are watching this, it is available for pre-order. And finally, the last bit of information we got. Pokemon Legends Arceus. Frame rate looks so much better.
Oh yeah.
So much better from the first showing of this game.
entirely looks better. There were a few things where a little bit of a rant. I hated whenever Sword and Shield came out and people started complaining about the tree. You go past that tree on your bike within a second. It doesn't matter what the texture of the tree looks like. I did notice the texture of the grass looked a little bit crappy.
So I'm sorry. The grass isn't good enough for you, Coda.
It's the same thing that I got mad at.
Well, I mean, the difference, though, you're going to be in the grass a lot.
Yeah.
And that brings us to some of the aspects to this game. It is not a traditional Pokemon game in any sense.
No.
It is an action RPG, 100%.
Yep.
You yourself can be knocked out by Pokemon now.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. I'm assuming as long as you get your Pokemon out in time,
You'll be fine.
It'll initiate the battle, but maybe you don't want to initiate a battle.
You might not want to battle because you could catch Pokemon without battling them now.
Mm-hmm.
They showed different Pokemon have different aggressivenesses. Some are aggressive. That's the words.
I like that they showed that with a Bidoof just running over to you going, I'm dumb. It's like, yeah, you
What
are.
you gonna do? You on my land now. I'm gonna Bidoof you. How about that Growlithe?
Yeah,
How
so
about that Growlithe?
There's new regional variants of
I guess we should
Pokemon.
probably go into that first.
Yeah.
It is the Sinnoh region, but it is being called the Hisui. Is that how it was pronounced? Hisui?
Something like that.
Hisu region, which comes to be known as the Sinnoh region.
Yeah, we still don't know how far back in time we are from the events of like Diamond and Pearl.
We don't. My guess is very far.
Very.
Because there is no Pokedex yet. We're making the Pokedex. That is our journey. It's not a gym journey, nothing like that. Our journey is to go out in these different regions and study Pokemon. Literally study them. We have to battle them, observe them. There are research tasks in order to unlock different entries for a Pokemon.
I noticed one thing was like the food it likes. So you have to feed it different types of food to see what ones it likes and record that data.
I think that's awesome. So now that we talked about what we're doing, the region, there's region exclusives. What happened to them? Where'd they go?
Extinction. A lot of them, or at least two of them, were talking about how their fur was like super useful for people. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Wydeer. Wydeer is an evolution of Stantler, who adapted to the cold climate that they were on.
Well, it also said it was like, it's a Stantler that's lived for a very long time and was very respected by people. So maybe that's why Stantler can't evolve anymore, because no one respects it.
That's very possible. Basculine evolves into
Basculin evolves into Bascolegion.
There you go. See, that's why I got you here. You're good with names. I'm terrible at them. I don't know if it evolves by literally killing, because it's the souls of Basculins.
Right. So
where it gets its power.
So Basculin is based off of I believe like a trout or something. Like it's the type of fish that like swims upriver. Mm-hmm. It's a very like difficult thing, but that's where they go and like mate or whatever IRL. The idea of Basculegion is a bunch of Basculin don't make that trek, and they die along the way.
And the souls go
and their souls possess a different Basculin.
And it evolves.
So I'm gonna say it's a water ghost type.
It would make sense.
And it looks cool.
It looks really cool. It looks like the sun and moon riding of the Pokemon is back for fly, surf, and things like that.
Yeah. Basculegion was used for surfing.
Yep.
The
bravery or
the deer was used as a like general on ground mount.
Yep.
And then a new alternate version of Braviary is used for flying, and he looks freaking awesome.
He did. I love these new forms.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad that We might see the extinction of them in the game.
Well, we'll just transfer them to Pokemon Home and time travel them to safety.
That's true.
Because
We
it is
could
getting
get them
home
to
support.
Sword and Shield.
Yeah. Yeah, the new Braviary has like these psychic projected eyes on its head.
Pretty sure it's a flying psychic.
Type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing, battles play out differently. There's action orders now, and Pokemon like Lucario can use the agile style or the strong style. The agile style might get you 2 attacks before the opposing Pokemon even gets 1. The
But it's
strong
weaker.
style, yeah. The strong style could knock out a Pokemon in 1 hit if it's strong enough. I like it.
Yeah.
It's something new.
I believe every Pokemon can use the.
I
strong
believe
and
so
agile.
too.
Yeah.
They showed Lucario is why I was
They
going
did.
with it. But also the starters, I guess we should go there too, are Rowlet, Oshawott, and Cyndaquil.
Yep. And Cyndaquil's fire stays on.
Yep. So, how old is this game? Because you are part of Team Galaxy.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about them at all. Just be totally
No.
fine. But the professor has gone to other regions and brings back these 3 Pokemon that you get to choose as your starter.
So I believe that all is in reference to a lot of things that happened with the colonization of Japan, how white people like introduced their society into Japan. It's a lot to get into.
Yeah.
But it is interesting that the 3 starters are Pokemon that were originally never catchable in
Yeah.
Diamond and Pearl. And I'm going to pick Cyndaquil.
I'm going to go with Rowlet. Flying Ghost.
Before we get too far off
Yeah.
from the Pokemon, we also didn't mention the new Growlithe.
Oh, yes. We did, but we have to come back
Right.
to him. He's adorable. He's got a
I
fluffy
like him.
beard and a mustache.
The hair that covers
Hair-
up the eyes.
He's adorable. I want
He's got a
one.
little horn, too.
I wonder what Arcanine looks like.
I know. They didn't show us, but they did show us that he uses rock-based attacks, and his little horn is made out of a really soft rock.
And he's just so gosh dang adorable.
Yeah.
I want one.
Make a plushie.
Yeah. Oh, if Pokemon Company, make a plushie. I will buy 2 because they come in pairs. They said that.
Yeah.
They're always in pairs. I will buy 2. Maybe 4.
It's going to be sad when I knock out one and take the other
That's
one
just
away.
rude. I'm going to catch both of them, and they're going to follow me, and we're going to be best friends.
But they did not show Pokemon following
They
you.
didn't.
Because Game Freak really struggles to be able to do that.
They
but
do. Anyway, Pokemon centers don't seem to be a thing yet either. Because
no, you have camp.
we have base camps. We set up a
Yeah.
base camp, and that is where we start our adventure for the particular habitat we're in. In these base camps, you could buy materials. You can craft things like your Pokeballs. It's where you heal, you rest up. You get quests while you're at the base camps to go out and do other things besides just the Pokedex. It seems to be a full-fledged action RPG
Yeah.
with a quest system, side quests, everything.
The camp reminded me pretty well of Monster Hunter.
Yes, it has a Monster Hunter vibe to it.
Yeah. Which there are these boss-looking Pokemon
Yep.
that have like these glowing red
So
eyes.
they go rage mode, and they will charge you. Mm-hmm. But you can catch them once you beat them.
Yeah.
So, anything else you want to add about Pokemon Legends Arceus before we call it a day?
I believe that's about all they covered. Like I said, it looks a lot better than
It
its
does.
previous
It
shown
looks
off.
so
and
much
it still
better.
has a little bit more development time before it goes gold and they have
Yeah,
to start
comes
printing
out
it.
January 28th. I'm not sure if I said it. If say it again, just in case. It's not new. We knew that already. But
Right.
Pokemon Home support in 2022, just like Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and there will be no competitive aspect, which makes sense for this version of the game.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that really covers it, I think.
Yeah, so that was the Pokemon Direct. Let us know down below if you're excited, what you're excited for, what you didn't like. Maybe not everybody's going to like it. But I'm Houston. This is Coda with Absolutely PlayStation and Steam Gamers, and we'll catch you next time.